Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Kronos DAO. This is a project that, as you can see up here, has quite a lot going on. They have a native DEX here in the platform. They also have quite a bunch or quite an array of different farms and pools that you could be able to actually jump into, as well as they've partnered with a miner. So lots of cool things that we wanted to be able to talk about in today's video as it pertains to Kronos DAO. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to check out some of their Medium articles that they've released. I think this is a project that started like way back in February. It's just come to my attention, like what they're doing. Obviously, they have their Kronos token as well. However, what I specifically wanted to look at today, when we talk about like things you can do to help alleviate some of the pressure that is coming in these like bear markets or with the current market sentiment, like things are crazy right now. So for me, I'm always looking for ways to put my stable coins to work for me. And this is one platform that you can do so. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we do, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. I would greatly appreciate that because a lot of the videos, if not everything that I talk about here in the channel, is very time sensitive, meaning the sooner that you get notified when I release new content, the better in terms of opportunities that you could potentially choose to take advantage of, right? That being said, guys, let's go ahead and hop into today's video on Kronos DAO. Now, hopping right over to the list of farms that they have available that you could be able to potentially jump into. First thing I want to point out that the TVL for the overall protocol is currently at 1.8 million, locked up between every one of these pools combined. Now, that could be something that could be potentially a little bit more risky for some people. So just make sure that you understand the inherent risk involved in putting stable coins into these types of protocols that have low liquidity. And also it's important to know like if these certain LPs have deposit fees and things like that, right? This is all important stuff to understand that we're going to be talking about. But that being said, as you can see here, they have their Kronos and BNB, which is offering a almost 21,000% APR. And obviously, guys, these numbers are going to fluctuate. If you end up watching this video, let's just say in a week, and more people and more liquidity have come into these specific pools, then of course that is going to change the APRs that are reflected here in this video right now. So just keep that in mind as well. So they have these farms here, Kronos and BNB, Kronos BUSD, DAI BUSD, which is a stable pool here. You can earn 2,431% APR on stables, which is absolutely insane. Again, USDT and BUSD is also a stable pool. You're looking at 2,700% APR. They have BUSD, BNB, and then BTCB and BNB as well. They also have some of the pools. Well, they have one, right? They have a single-sided staking pool for their native token or their reward currency, which is Kronos. And as you can see up here, it's currently at 81 or 0.081 cents. Now, the way that I typically play these, depending on where the project is at in its life cycle, I would say that if this is something that I got in right when it launched, I would be looking to maybe make a play on the reward token. However, since this is a protocol that's been around for a while, this seen some volatility on the actual Kronos token. I mean, for me, what I would be looking at potentially doing is not really investing into the Kronos token or buying any of the Kronos tokens myself. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just how I'm looking at things. Especially in with the current market sentiment, like it's important for me to be as risk off as possible in like times like we're in now, right? So that being said, I'd probably be looking at this pool here, this DAI BUSD pool. You could be able to jump in here, earn this potential APR, and you're looking at, let's see, let me just Let me change this. Current interest rates. Compounding every 1 day. Okay, over the course of a year. So right now, if you put $1,000 into this, it's saying at the current rate, you'd be looking at $66 or 822 Kronos tokens every single day at the current APY or APR rather. And then you could be able to take those Kronos tokens that you're getting in reward and be able to single-sided stake them for 519 APY. That's one play that you could do. Obviously, with a protocol like this, there's so many different options, but it is nice to be able to just have a native DEX here right in the protocol, so you don't have to worry about going to anywhere else. If you wanted to sell any of your Kronos tokens that you're earning in rewards, and vice versa. Something also notable to point out that Kronos DAO has KYC'd with Assure DeFi, and this is here on their Medium, and you can be able to click through to Assure DeFi and verify all this information if you choose to do so, but they have their KYC NFT here, which is good to see. One other thing that's pretty cool as well is actually in this white paper here, and you can actually find this white paper just by going to this Medium and being able to pull it up. But it kind of gives you an overall understanding of like kind of everything that's going on within the ecosystem. So obviously they have their actual DAO here as well, and this is going to look just like or act just like a lot of these rebasing DAOs. But it's still pretty cool. They have their Diamond Hand Reward Club. So that is another component. Plus, they have these Kronos nodes where you can come in here and use some of those Kronos like rewards to go ahead and jump into the nodes. Obviously, they have their swap page here, which is essentially like their native DEX directly on their platform. Again, they have the farms, and then finally, they have a partnership with BNB Park, which is essentially a miner, right? Currently, contract balance is at 44.32 BNB. We all know how these work by now, but essentially, you're looking at a 10% up to 10% daily return and 3% dev fee with a 15% referral as far as the referrals go for the miner in particular. So lots of cool stuff coming from Kronos DAO. But if we look at this, this will kind of give you an ideal understanding of everything that they're looking to offer here in terms of their entire ecosystem, right? You see here that they have the Kronos nodes. I'm not going to read through all this stuff because it's pretty lengthy, but if you want a little bit more information into or insight into what they're trying to accomplish, then this would be the best place to check it out. Again, this is directly on their website. You can be able to check it out. It's through their Medium posts, right? So they have their Kronos pad and their Kronos charger as well. So lots of stuff coming. It looks like they're trying to take everything in DeFi and kind of like tie everything together right now, which seems pretty cool. We'll see how that goes for them. But really, the main focus here was, pointing out these stablecoin pools, and that the reason behind that is personally that's what I'm looking at in times like this in the market, where there's such uncertainty and fear. A lot of people are panic selling, even layer ones, which to a point I understand. But also, guys, this is the time where millionaires are made in these bear markets, like we're currently experiencing now. And whether the overall market continues on a downward trend or bounces back, if you're looking at stablecoin pools, then this is one surefire way to continue to earn a yield on your portfolio in stablecoins, where you're not really, not only are you not putting yourself at risk to the price action of different tokens or the volatility of different tokens, but you're not even really having to worry about impermanent loss, right? Granted, I know that some stable coins do fluctuate a tiny bit, but it's never going to be enough for you to worry about in terms of impermanent loss, which you could experience on some of these other pools that have, with this Kronos token in it as well, because there's, it's like a more volatile asset, And with BNB dropping and kind of doing its thing, that's something to also take into account. So for me, I'm going to continue to watch as the TVL, or see what happens with the TVL of this platform, see if it continues to grow. And then once I see it at a good enough level, I might look at entering some of these stablecoin pools. However, just keep in mind that as the TVL increases, the APRs are going to reduce, right? So this is a risk versus reward. Obviously, if you're going to take on more risk, putting your stable assets into a protocol like this, the rewards are going to be a lot higher potentially. And as the risk starts to die off, then so do the rewards. But that is just how DeFi works as a whole, right? But really, at the end of the day, it just kind of depends on your overall risk tolerance because, like I said, everybody is different. So just make sure that you understand, the potential consequences in jumping into a protocol like this. It's very important, especially when you're leveraging your stable assets, because I know for a lot of people, that is what gets them or helps get them through, these downturns in the market like we're currently experiencing. So that being said, guys, I just wanted to bring this to you, let you know kind of what I'm looking at, where my head's at in this time of the market, and go from there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.